Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to another episode of Physical Format Rock and Roll, where we talk about all things rock and roll and classic metal. So today's topic is COVID and what it has done to the 2020 concert season for all of us, right? 2020 has been a year that probably has made you want to drink. Well, what I'm going to talk about is the couple shows that I did actually see this year, the shows that I had my tickets already lined up for that were canceled, and then some of the shows, some of the possibilities that I was thinking about getting or going to see, getting tickets for. So first, I'll start off with the two shows that I did actually get to see. Both of them were tribute bands that I got to see. And one of them was a Pink Floyd tribute band called Signs of Life. I got to see this show back in September with both of my sons. My one son was here from out of state, and so both of us, I got to go with both of them, so that was really nice. And they're a really good band. I've seen them before. I would go see them again. I would recommend seeing them if you're a Pink Floyd fan. They're called Signs of Life, the American Pink Floyd. And here's a little poster I got while I was there. Saw them down in the Riverfront Live, which is down by Cincinnati. I also got this kind of cool shirt. I like that. It's pretty simple, but I thought it was kind of neat. Long sleeve shirt. I needed one of those, so got that back in September. Like I said, they're really good. They are led by John Stankorb. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He is lead vocals and lead guitar. He also plays the lap steel guitar on some of those songs that are needed. So he is the leader and the brains of that band, but they're all really talented. They've also got some good talented background singers. Everybody on it is pretty good. It's a good show. I would recommend seeing them. And then the other show that I saw, like I said, was another tribute band. I saw that, well, I guess I should say, let me say something first. The Signs of Life show was done in COVID style, as far as like you didn't have like seats lined up. What they did is they had certain areas like you would have to buy a table or whatever. So that was only one of the kind of bad things as far as, because like I had to buy a picnic table and there was only 3 of us, but it was actually for 6 people. Anyway, but you know, you'd be separated. You were never that close to anybody. They had certain areas roped off and stuff. And if you were going to get up to go get a beer or use the restroom, whatever, you had to wear your mask. So they did a pretty good job of that. I was okay with that. I liked the way they did that. And then the other show that I saw was before all of this stuff happened. It was back right before it. It was back in late January, actually down in Cincinnati, also at Bogart's, which is funny because I don't really see that many shows down in Cincinnati. But I went to see that one with my youngest son, Alex, who has been on the show on some episodes. Well, so as both my sons have, Alex and Brady, have both been on here. But him and I went and seen the Iron Maidens, which is a Iron Maiden tribute band. I got this shirt there, and you can kind of see it. I thought that was a pretty cool shirt. I love that that picture on there, and even though it says Piece of Europe Tour, it was from when they toured over in Europe. Obviously, I didn't see it there. I would have loved to. But this was my favorite shirt that they had, so I got that one, even though it wasn't representing the show that I saw. Here's I don't know how well, now it's going to get reflections on there. Guess it doesn't matter where I hold it, it's going to look bad. That's a picture. We were really close Alex and I were, and they're a great band. I've seen another Iron Maiden tribute band before, and these guys are really good. They're actually an all-female Iron Maiden tribute band, so I guess that's, I mean, I don't know that it makes a difference or anything, but they were really, really good. I really enjoyed it. That was a very fun show. The members of that are Kirsten Rosenberg, she's lead vocals, Wanda Ortiz, who's bass, Linda McDonald, drums, Courtney Cox, guitar, and Nikki Stringfield, guitar also, who actually has a solo album out called, what is it, Harmonies for the Haunted. I love that title. That's what that looks like, if you're interested in looking that up. It's pretty cool. It's not too bad. She sings on this too. Now in the band, she is one of the lead guitar players. That Kirsten is the lead singer, but she does all the vocals on this and plays guitar. And you know, it's got some pretty cool stuff on here. I'd recommend getting that. So anyway, little did I know when I saw that show, the Iron Maidens show, that would be the last show I would see clear up until September. I already had some shows lined up at that point. I always, you know how early tickets go on sale anymore for concerts. You got to know way ahead. So the shows that I had tickets for and that I didn't get to see, that I'm very disappointed, because I was really psyched for every concert I had. First there was I had tickets for Thunderstruck, which is a AC/DC tribute band. They're really good too. I'd really recommend them. And then I had one which might surprise you. My wife and I were going to go see ABBA the concert. I'm actually a big ABBA fan. I know the people on here who follow me for the Iron Maiden and you know, the harder rock kind of stuff are going to hate that, but I've always been an ABBA fan. What can I say? So anyway, the first show that I had tickets for to see was Doro Pesch. Big fan of Doro from Germany. Female heavy metal singer. I had seen her before, but I was really looking forward to seeing this show. It was going to be in a smaller place. When she tours the United States, she doesn't play that much. So it's kind of like, you know, when you get a chance to see her, you've got to try to take it. It was going to be a bit of a drive for me, but it would have been worth it. And I had even got a meet and greet, so I was going to be able to, you know, I was going to get that album autograph that I just showed you. We'll get that. So that sucked. That was one of the first ones that got canceled. And then another show, my wife was actually going to go to this one with me, so we were pretty psyched about that, was the Alice Cooper with Lita Ford and Tesla. Tesla was going to be there too. Big Alice Cooper fan. I've loved Alice Cooper for years. Big Lita Ford fan too. And wife likes both of them. I've seen Alice, I don't know how many times in concert, but it doesn't matter. Always puts on a great show. Alice has an amazing band right now. I was really looking forward to it. And it really sucks too, because we had really good seats for that show, and that got canceled. And you know, with Alice also now, like I said, his band is really good. He's got Ryan Roxy on guitar, and he also has Nita Strauss. So I was looking forward to that. If you have seen Alice here in the last couple years, you know that Alice and Nita is just an amazing guitar player. And those two on stage together, it's really cool the way they work together. It's just such a fun, hard rocking vibe. So to be able to see them with Lita Ford, you know, with my wife, and had really good seats. Really looking forward to that. Really disappointed that got canceled, but I mean, I knew it was going to. The closer it got to, I knew it was going to get canceled. And then here's another one that really hurts. Judas Priest. Had tickets to see Judas Priest. I was actually, I can't remember if I think I might have been going with, myself, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, I was going to see Judas Priest up in Detroit. Looking forward to that, celebrating all those years. I think 50 years or something crazy. So that got canceled. And then another one that really, really sucked, I was looking forward to, that got canceled, was Crocus. Crocus, we're doing, because it's not like Crocus is over here in the United States much, It's kind of like Doro Pesch. Some of these bands from Europe, they don't come over as much unless they're the real big names, I was going to see Crocus on what was billed as their farewell tour. So, I don't even know. Will they reschedule that now? That was one of those bands that I've never got to see. You know how you still have some of these bands that you never got to see somehow. You missed them along the way. They were one of them. So, all those shows were, for the most part, were all pretty, either heavy metal or hard rock. And I was looking forward to seeing all those shows. And then you had shows. Now here's some shows that I didn't have tickets for, but they were on my radar. Ones that maybe I would get. I guarantee you I would have got at least a couple of them. Because I usually try to see a decent amount of concerts. So there was Whitesnake touring with Sammy Hagar. I'm a big Whitesnake fan, big David Coverdale fan. I love Whitesnake. I know David Coverdale doesn't have the vocal range like he used to have back in the day, but to me, he still sounds pretty good live. They still put on a good show. To me, David Coverdale's a rock star, and I just tend to give him a little bit of leeway with the vocals. Cheryl Crowe was out touring off of her album Threads, which is a pretty good album. I used to see Cheryl Crowe every year, and then I kind of got out of it. I haven't seen her for a really long time, but I was debating that. Roger Waters was going to tour from Pink Floyd. I mean, I knew that would be great. I've seen Roger Waters a few times, and it's always been an amazing show that he puts on. There was Journey with the Pretenders. I mostly really wanted to see the Pretenders. If you've seen I did a review of their last album there, that Hate for Sale. Great album. Go back, check that review on my channel here if you want. April Wine, I was thinking about seeing them. They were going to be fairly close. I've never seen April Wine. I thought that'd be cool. I imagine, of course, not even all the shows were announced yet. We don't even know what would have happened. Like the Go-Go's, I've never seen them, and I think that they probably would have toured since they've got that documentary out and everything. I was thinking about possibly Randy Bachman with Burton Cummings. Being able to hear some Bachman Turner Overdrive and some Guess Who songs. I thought that'd have been fun, for some old time music. And then another show I was possibly thinking about was Alanis Morissette with Liz Phair and Garbage. I like all those bands. I thought that might be kind of a, fun kind of 90s kind of show. So anyway, that's what COVID has done, has ruined my concert season. And I know it's ruined your concert season. So I'm kind of looking maybe for some of the comments. What were some shows that you were counting on seeing that you didn't get to? Or ones that you did have tickets for and they got canceled. And, let's hear your concert stories. What'd you miss this year? Hopefully by next year, things will start to clear up. I know they got the vaccine close to coming out. So, on top of all the concerts, I couldn't go to any damn baseball games either. I love going to baseball games during the summer too. Big Indians fan. So didn't get to do that either. But anyway, that's my concert non-stories for 2020. So let me hear about yours. I'm Gary. I really appreciate anybody that has tuned in to watch that. And if you'd like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, I'll see you down the road.